Welcome back to another video. It's been a little while since I've done something like this, but let's just see where we go with it, shall we? So this video is all about cleaning your games and keeping them clean. So I'm going to give you a few examples here, and maybe on a peripheral or two as well. So first things you're going to need, in my opinion anyway, is some 99.9% isopropyl alcohol. Absolutely brilliant stuff this is. So that's the first thing you're going to need. You don't have to use all of these, and I'll obviously tell you about each one as we go along. Next thing is some nail varnish remover. I'll get to using some of that in a bit, and where you shouldn't be using it either. Some anti-bac all-purpose cleaner, nice rhubarb flavour. So that one, I believe you can get this particular flavour in Morrison's or in Tesco's, I believe. Some Q-tips, as the Americans call it, but we call them cotton buds. So need some of those. Maybe a trusty bit of tissue, kitchen tissue, if you need it. And the most important things as well, I say they're all important, is some 100% large, or 100%, yeah, 100 large cotton wool balls. Doesn't matter whether it's 100 or 5, just as many as you're going to need. So let's make a little start, shall we? We'll start with, I think we'll start with the classic CEX stickers and the boxes. So ignore what games are here. This isn't about the games. I find these actually quite easy to take off anyway. I think they changed their stickers a while back now. So this should, unless they've got a sticker underneath it. Okay, that comes off nicely. And the top one as well. I don't know, I find something strangely satisfying about peeling stickers off. What I don't find satisfying is when they don't come off correctly. So, okay, there we go. So that's on the CX stickers. Now, for this particular one, I'm going to use the trusty... Well, you know what? I'm just going to use nail varnish on this one because nail tip remover, because it's very cheap and it's very easily available. You can get it in your local super drugs, things like that. So a simple case for this is just to wipe the box. There we go. I do this with every game I get. It just makes sense to clean it. I don't do it with this. I've been using the nail tip remover stuff, or nail varnish remover, for a little while because I didn't buy any isopropyl alcohol, but I only got that through the other day. So I do it on the front and then the back, give it a good rub. Just keep doing it from side to side. I ain't teaching you how to suck eggs. I'm not teaching you anything new. Should be common sense really to clean any boxes that you get from games. Then I rub it across the top here. Now it's safe to do this with nail tip or nail varnish remover on cases such as these. That one is nice and clean now. So we'll chuck that down here. And we won't be using that anymore because that's just to show you that you can use that on that. I wouldn't... Yeah, well, let's just have a look here at... I've got some other stubborn stickers to get off as well here. So, for example, Mega Drive games. Now, certainly would not recommend using nail tip remover, stroke nail varnish remover, on cardboard boxes such as Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, anything cardboard, just don't do it. Sega Saturn stuff, nah, wouldn't bother. Anything that's plastic is fine. So on Mega Drive ones, these are fine. It's fine to do it on top of these. The plastic is pretty resilient on this stuff as well, so you won't really have a problem when you're cleaning your cartridges and cartridge boxes with nail tip remover. That's okay, that's fine to use. Now, okay, this is the one thing you must never do with nail tip remover. Now, I'm not about to do this, but so this is an Xbox 360 disc. Got a copy of Resonance of Fate there. And you're about to go, no, don't put it on there. I'm not going to put it on there. I'm not going to put that on there. Do not use nail tip remover on CDs or DVDs or Blu-rays. Do not do it. Now, I've never tried it on a Blu-ray, but I have tried it on Xbox 360 discs. Admittedly, discs that no longer work anyway, so and don't really cost anything. So it was a couple of copies of the old FIFA was it FIFA 8, I think, just to test out a theory, really. Yeah, don't ever use nail varnish remover on CDs. Okay, that's just a fucking no. You can use isopropyl alcohol, but it kind of leaves a bit of a smear. So you then will have to use the anti-bac or just some good old-fashioned warm soapy water. So yes, don't do that. I do not have currently actually have a disc to show you where I've used that on, because I threw them away, admittedly, because I was ever going to use them, but didn't actually think at the time to actually just show you what results they are. But it basically really scuffs them up. If you do accidentally use that, you can take that disc to for example, a CEX that has a disc cleaning machine, and it will take off a layer and that will get rid of that. But just keep this stuff, keep nail varnish remover well and truly away from discs. Now you can use this on game cartridges. Okay, there's no reason. Well, I say game cartridges on the plastic, but do not use it on the labels unless you want to destroy them. Just no need for that. Absolutely no need. So your tip is do not use these on discs. Okay, do not use nail varnish remover on discs. Right. So let's put Earthworm Jim down there and get rid of him for a minute. Let me have a little look here. Let's do this one. Let's do this disc I had. I remember, as you can see on there, I mean, I'm inclined to keep this because of the sticker on there. Or rent for £5, keep for 5 nights. That actually came from a Blockbuster video in Woking. Many years ago. So we're gonna ditch this now, get rid of that cotton ball, and we're gonna use some of the isopropyl alcohol. This stuff, I cannot stress enough how good this stuff really is for cleaning boxes and get rid of sticker residue. So I'm gonna leave this sticker on there. I'm not gonna take that one off. But there's some nasty bit of gank there at the top. So you just, well, I didn't show you, but you just, there you go, a little bit on the cotton ball. Just give it a nice little rub there. Try and avoid. You don't have to avoid these stickers that are on the boxes. So most of those sort of these hologram stickers are on EA Sports games predominantly, but you'll find them also on wrestling games, specifically WWE games. So. I'm surprised I've never actually got around to cleaning this particular box, but there you go. So we've avoided the main sticker. See, it's amazing though when you rub this stuff over any box, even one you think looks in mint condition or immaculate, the amount of bloody grease and all the hand cheese that's got on these over the years is just incredible. So, well, I'm holding this up because it's still drying slightly on the other side. I fucking love this game. I must fire this up actually. It's a shame because this is the only way you can play NBA Jam now on the Xbox 360. You obviously if you've got an RGH device, JTAG, then you should be able to play it that way. But normally you can't. This is the only way to do it because obviously NBA Jam Tournament Edition was delisted. I think, yeah, and the servers no longer work. So there we go. I believe that looking into the light myself, it's pretty good. So that's NBA Jam. Look, you can see the crap. Look at that. Now, that's just been sitting in the box, but then I'd never cleaned the case. And as I say, for this particular game, I'm going to leave that on there because it's nostalgic from Blockbuster. So you're going to find other games, obviously, as well. Actually, I bought one today, funnily enough. Let me just dig this out. So this is one that came from St Richard's Hospice, and it's got a sticker there. It's a bit grubby, so we might as well give that a clean whilst we're here. Let's see if this sticker comes off just with a little bit of your fingernail. Should have said all you need is a fingernail. Okay. Well, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. That comes off of there nicely. So seeing as we still got this, and it's a bit grubby, but it's still perfectly all right to use. So it's got a nice soaking. I can even feel the grub on this. You watch when I move this one off in a minute. I think it's very important that you clean your games and take the stickers off of CEX boxes. I see so many people on YouTube that with their latest collections, and they've just picked up pickups from CEX and things like that. I see some of them just leaving the stickers on. I mean, unless they're planning on reselling them, nah, man, I cannot have a box that's still got a fucking sticker still on it. It's just, to me, it just when you pull it out of your collection, you're just like, oh, what the fuck is this? That's just my own preference, but no. So as long as I can see, because you have to make sure you've got a bit of light there, and you can often see little bits you've missed. So a little bit of grub on there. All right. Well, I can still see a little bit there. So that's gone now. The little bit of sticker residue there. That's now gone. And then there we go. Nice clean box. And happy with that. So that came obviously from a charity shop. You sometimes see stickers like these as well. Let's just take... Here we go. Now, who remembers that, eh? Yeah, look at that. Kart Club. I'll give you 5 points if you can tell me where they were based. Is that going to zoom? Is that going to fucking... Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, the fucking telephone number should give it away. 01252. Can I get in close? There we go, look. Fucking zoom, auto zoom, wherever it is, or fucking auto zoom. Auto, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, so when you get stickers like this on there, you see, these are a fucking bitch. And the fact that they used to put them right over where you've got the little holder, it's bang on where you don't want it to fucking be. So this is one of those stickers that's gonna just, you might get lucky. Well, it breaks off into pieces, fucking hell. You see those a lot in charity shops, I have to say. So let's bore the fuck out of you, and let's peel all this off. I'm being really careful with this using my nail, but you can use a pair of tweezers is very handy if you don't want to go too scratchy on there. We'll get rid of that one now. Let's have a new cotton bud. Oh yes. So let's just give that a rub. Now this particular game came from a house clearance place in Evesham, so as you can imagine, it's probably quite dusty and stuff in there. So this should come across as, it should be pretty dirty when I. Well, it doesn't look too bad, to be fair. I mean, obviously, I'm using games here that aren't really worth anything, depending on who you are, obviously. And again, I'm gonna leave that sticker on there because the Kart Club was a fantastic little shop. Little clue, it was in Hampshire. That's what I'm saying. So if you know where the Kart Club was, drop a comment below. And obviously I know where the Kart Club was because I used to go there all the time. So okay, so and then I don't have any copies, right, that have any game stickers on. So game ones generally they're like these 3-point broke. There's 6 points to each label, so you'll quite often, if you put the disc, put the case in the light, you'll see the clear sticker still sit on it. Now CEX obviously will have lots of those because Game don't sell 360 games anymore, not that I'm aware of anyway. If you can find a game, so for example Redditch, they don't have any 360 games, but the ones that are still out there still have the stickers on. This has got a nasty sticker on there. I'm gonna give it a little rub, but sometimes the isopropyl alcohol just doesn't do the job for some of these, especially these ones that have been on there for so long. You might find stickers that you think, wow, they've been on there for too long, they ain't coming off, and they just almost fall off. I think it's just because the type of glue that was used over time, it's just completely lost its stickiness. It's literally just hanging on for dear life. Whereas other ones have just, the glue is just like fucking concrete, this stuff it's just like, I don't know, industrial strength. So, so with things like this, you just give it a little, just keep rubbing it over. Sometimes you have to just put more of a, just a bit more of a soaking, you know. And unfortunately, you're going to have to use your finger. But see, that's not even coming off. So to me, we have to use something a bit stronger. And in this case, we're going to go back to the nail tip remover. I'm going to need another one of these. I've actually used quite a lot of this over the past couple of weeks. Now then, let's get rid of that. Oh, bollocks. Oh, well, there we go. That wasn't ideal. Good thing I kept some fucking tissue here. I just fucking spilt it over. Gonna stink of fucking... I don't know what that's gonna do to my fucking... Nah, I think that'll be fine. Let it dry off. God, now it fucking stinks. Right, anyway, where were we? Let's get rid of that over there. I keep giving that a rub. Oh, man, the fumes in it. Oh, there you go. Look at that, look. I think the winner for this one is going to be nail tip remover. It's going to take a bit of rubbing, I'm afraid. Some of this, you can almost help it off. But this one's... Some of it's come off, but, I mean, it's really fucking... This one is really on there, and it might even be worth just... I think it's important you see this and see this because, you know, you can see quite often how long it's going to take. It's just going to take quite a bit of rubbing over this one. I'm shaking the fucking camera, look. So... You can see it is coming off. I'm going to give this a go another time because otherwise we could be sitting here for quite some time trying to get that off of that one. So I'll have a little go at that later. So, oh man, you know what? It smells like a fucking. It smells like a beautician's in here right now. I'm not entirely sure what that's. Oh look at that. Well, it's not that it's Christmas. I can't. Ah, it's all right. It's fine. Just means I can maybe I should get a lighter now and just make a fire. Is it even flammable? Yes, it is. We won't be doing that. I'm obviously joking. I would not put a lighter near fucking nail varnish fluid. I just spilt it. Right. I was given an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One the other day. So it's a pretty... This is just straightforward stuff, this is really. Maybe we should get a bit more light on the subject. I think that might be a good idea. Okay, here we go. Get the old trusty phone out and put a bit more light like that. There we go. So it makes my head more fucking shiny. Right. So we've got obviously an Xbox One. You can see on there's some proper cheese. Other than taking these apart and giving them a good wash in hot soapy water. If you don't want to do that and you don't want to cause any damage to a controller and you're quite happy to have hand cheese sitting in there, you can do this, which is the same as before, basically. Yeah, you take yourself another little cotton ball and some isopropyl alcohol again. There we go. And then we just give it a good old rub around there. You'll see how grubby this bloody one is in a minute. Proper grubby. I actually find it quite therapeutic using isopropyl alcohol. I will actually say, I find it very therapeutic cleaning things, but I will say it's probably not advisable again to use nail polish, nail tip cleaner on these rubber bits. Anything rubber as well, because it's just going to destroy it. Now obviously when you use this stuff it does leave a kind of a residue behind, sort of, and in order for you to get rid of that, now obviously as I say what I'm doing here, whoops, okay, now I don't even know if this controller works, but if it does then I'll be quite pleased. But I'm going to take this one apart, give it a good fucking clean in the sink at some point. Give it a bit of love, as they say. So, okay, so we've rubbed over that one. We'll stick that over there for now. And then we've got, I think that's quite a rarish 360. I think it's one of the original ones, I think. But look at it, look, this is absolutely fucked. I don't think I'll be using this controller by any means. Oh, I hate feeling cotton wool. I really don't like the feeling of it. It kind of reminds me of the whole chalkboard thing, or someone chewing on when you chew on tin foil if you've got fillings. It's just like ow, 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 ow. It's just not nice. But it is just such a great cleaner. Now you can pick up this particular isopropyl alcohol I bought on Amazon for about £7.95. I highly recommend it. Just get a bowl, stick it in your cupboard, and whenever you pick up any games, you can use it on it. Just to reiterate, don't use it on cardboard. You can lightly use it on cardboard, and I mean lightly. You don't want to. You just want to use it as like a slight wipe, and that's it. If something is really bad, nah. Don't even use it because it's what's the word? I'm about to say detergent. It's not a detergent. It's a what's the fucking name? I'm never good with remembering certain things. I'm sure you know what I'm trying to say, but a solvent is what I've actually was trying to think of. It's that type of thing. Yeah. So look at the state of that. Look, fucking gross. I mean, I never understood how anybody could ever not look after the things they've got. I mean, I appreciate there's a few people out there in the world that throw their joypads at walls and stuff, but when they get so gross like this, you just have to ask yourself the question, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, actually, to be fair, I could probably replace these. And yeah, replace those particular thumbsticks and reuse that controller at some point. So, right, there is a little bit left here, and I completely forgot where I was going to go with it. Oh, that's right. We're going to go with let's have a look. Let's just go for the last bit here to take a shine off of this. This is a simple case of taking some of this anti-back spray or some warm soapy water, preferably warm water. Just give it a little spray like that. Don't worry too much about the bloody a little bit of this getting into any holes. It's perfectly fine as long as you don't overdo it. Well, obviously, as I say, I've got to go over this. There's a little bit more to do, and I think it's probably quite important to show you as well. So that's taken off the edge of that. Yeah, last thing which I did show, simple but effective. I can do this with the isopropyl alcohol, or we can just do it with a little bit of this. So I'm going to just squirt in there. But isopropyl alcohol, just to get in the edges of stuff. When I mentioned that a minute ago, where did I put that? Oh dear. Yeah, on a Mega Drive game, perfect. This is, let me just come back to that in a second. It's perfect for running down the edges there. You know, getting rid of the gank that's in the corners. There's a little bit still on this one. I haven't gone properly over it, but just get in those corners and pull out all the dust that's in there. There you go. Look at that. Look. Dirty. It's dirty. It's not fucking focusing. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. Yeah. So, but you can obviously do the same with controllers as well. So you can just go on the edge there and get rid of that visible hand cheese that you might see on a controller. I mean, that's got some off, but obviously all you're doing really is just hiding that then, really, or the bits that you can't see that get deeper in there. You can't really do it on the edges of here. You could give it a go, but that best thing to use there is like a craft knife. But again, best thing for controllers, take them apart, take the electronics out, and then put the casing, etc., into some warm soapy water and do it by hand. That's the best thing that you can do to keep the controllers clean. I know some of you out there can't be asked to do that, and that's fine. That's entirely up to you. If you're happy with whatever you've got, then yeah, that's up to you, isn't it, really? Anyway, I think that's enough for me on cleaning stuff. There is one last thing I probably need to show you, which is do not do this, okay? Now, here's a Sega Master System, an original Sega Master System. Okay, you can tell it's old because of, you know, what have you. There we go. Now, can you see the light there? Oh, it's nice and shiny. Got scratches on it. Now, I didn't know this. Fortunately, I've got a good half dozen master systems, so it doesn't matter. Do not use, again, this is a do not use nail varnish or what's it called again? Nail tip remover on a Sega Master System. That probably goes for a Mega Drive as well. And probably a Super Nintendo. Can't speak for Super Nintendo, can't really speak for Mega Drive, but because Mega Drive is probably made out of the same plastic as the Master System, do not use it on there, because what happens is it melts it. It actually melts the plastic. Now that feels super smooth, but I'm pretty much, yeah, it's not, you can't see it only in a certain light, but it's gonna ruin some of you if you decide to use that on a console like the Master System. So yeah. Final tip for there, do not use nail varnish remover on a Sega Master System, because you will regret it. Now, the reason why I did this was because someone had used a bloody black marker on it and I couldn't get it off. Instead of waiting patiently to see if isopropyl alcohol would remove that off, I decided to use nail varnish and didn't fucking think about it when I did it. But it's okay. It's one of the ones I don't really use, and it's a backup. It works fine. It's more for spares than anything. So that'll do ya. That's my little kind of tips for cleaning games. And if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them, and I hope you've learned something from this. Anyway, until my next video, which will incidentally be revealing the winner of the Games Master the oral history. So I suggest you start getting your fucking answers in now, because at the moment I think only half a dozen of people have answered. Up to you if you don't want to fucking enter a competition that ain't going to cost you nothing. Anyway, see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.